Sacred water, have we forgotten all you provide? Living without you, there is no way that we could survive.
So today, on our last day of base camp, we are sharing with the community here the Save Our Streams, or the SOS Stream Monitoring Program.
Morning, Steve. What a glorious day.
It is.
Especially for sampling the river.
Sampling the river. Now, why would we do that?
Well, if we want to know how healthy it is, we need to take its temperature. We need to see what the oxygen levels and the contaminant levels are. And we love to check and see what kind of little animals are there that create that food web that define how healthy that ecosystem is.
It's also an opportunity for citizens to come to their favorite bodies of water, to gather samples themselves, and to take and upload critical information about nitrates or chlorides that might be getting into our water systems.
Good morning. I'm Amy Cordry. I'm a member of the Will Dilg chapter of the Izaak Walton League here in Winona, and I am an SOS Save Our Streams monitor.
And I'm Steve Marking, River Lorian, and we're here today to show you what you can do. Maybe you've got a stream near you that you think needs monitoring, and you can do that.
Should we just go right down to the river down there and bring some buckets and some butterfly nets and...
Bouncing it off the bottom. It's called muddy bottom. And boy, it is muddy.
Looks like it's just dirt. Do you see anything moving?
Oh yes, I see lots of things, little things moving.
All right, are we ready to filter our sample?
I'm gonna get wet. I'll get the grass out.
Paintbrushes and tweezers and a little bit of micro lenses to peer a little closer, and ice cube trays to put what you find into them.
Oh, here's a huge snail I caught.
I can get some more.
What we're looking for is
What is that?
diversity. So not just the number of species, but we actually like to find different kinds of species.
Oh, look at the snail. The snail's coming out. Yeah, I'm gonna check the microscope because I just found a worm.
Okay.
Looks like it could be a worm. See its organs.
Yeah, you can.
There's a
It's
bug
translucent.
on it. Push that to a bug. Put it under the microscope. A little long red-looking wormy thing.
Oh,
Tiny.
an aquatic worm?
Probably. It's right in there. I wonder if that's like a parasite, the worms. Red worms. It looks like they could be parasites. And it was attached to one of the snails. I might try not to touch those little red worms.
Mayfly, this young scientist found a mayfly.
Okay, so a mayfly.
Mayflies are sensitive species, but when you look at it under the microscope, the actual flapping of the gills to oxygenate, to get oxygen,
They don't do it in their mouth. They do it
along their abdomen. But
Anything else? Any different kind? So I already see a gilled snail.
There's a male fly.
It opens on the right. It's a pretty big shell.
Sorry.
So that's 5.
Okay. So here's a sow bug.
A sow bug, that's 6.
Nail.
This is the clamor mussel in here.
It's almost transparent. Cool. Very cool.
recite that list again for me?
Put the pointy side up. Where's the opening? Is it on the left or the right? Let's look there.
Oh.
It's on the left. So if it begins with an L, it's a lunged snail. Okay, so that's number 8.
And then there's damselflies.
Sarah had a damselfly. Oh, wait a minute. Who had a water beetle?
There's a riffle beetle in here.
A riffle beetle. So that's
Awesome.
9. Fabulous. All right.
Macroinvertebrates.
10. Okay, we can't count. Oh, crayfish. I didn't count the crayfish. Okay. There you go. Just dip it in and out, out. There you go. All right, now hold it up. What do you think?
That's my guess.
8?
Yep.
Okay.
Right there. You can do the 8. Good.
Excellent.
There it is. Now you've done some science. You've done water science. Thank you.
What color do you think your top pads are?
2.
2. Let's see yours again.
2 or 5.
2 and 2, right? There's 2.
Okay, hi. We're going to do some chemical testing with muddy bottom water from the shore of the Mississippi. So first we're going to do chloride, and Eric is going to set the chloride testing strip into the water, and then we're going to wait until we see a heavy dark line at the top. And then when you pull it out, you will see what I call a ghost at the bottom. All right, so in the meantime, we can do another interesting thing, which is dissolved oxygen. All right, so for dissolved oxygen, we're going to take this ampule, Eric, my attractive helper, and we're going to make sure we have 25 milliliters. And he is going to put it sideways in there and then press it against it and snap. And now take it out and invert it several times to mix it. And then we're going to wait for 2 minutes. And we're going to match it by laying it in between each of these. All right, so Eric, why don't you see where you can get the closest match? Okay?
Maybe around 8.
Okay, that's dissolved oxygen, all right? So what you're looking at is you would have a scale on the SOS, the Save Our Streams site, that would determine for you between dissolved oxygen and would show you once you entered this number in exactly what the percent of dissolved oxygen is. Now we're going to do the same kind of a test. And Eric?
I think we're pretty low.
Very low in phosphate.
That's excellent. So it's a very low phosphate. It'd be interesting when you have a heavy rain event or a flood to be out there at the very beginning of it, because that's when everything washes through, and to test then. So, oh wow, that's barely anything. Yeah, so it looks like at this point there's very little chloride in the water.
That's a good thing too. So phosphorus and chloride were both good readings.
Yes.
We're looking at nitrate, pH, sodium chloride, dissolved oxygen, and phosphate levels. The dissolved oxygen is surprisingly high, and it's actually higher down here along the shore than it is right below where the water's pouring over rocks. So that's pretty interesting. And then the phosphate levels are pretty low. It's a good amount of diversity. It's not excellent, but it's good. So it's indicating that there's some healthy water here on the river in front of Prairie Island Campground.
Some little friends here, little crayfish. We're gonna make sure that we get him back to a spot where he'll be happy again.
Yay!
Hopefully some of these rocks will be a suitable place. Yeah.
What we do to the water, we do to ourselves. What we do to the water, we do to ourselves.
The Izaak Walton League Save Our Streams is one of the oldest citizen science protocols developed in the United States, and most of the states that have citizen science programs have built it off aspects of Save Our Streams.
Can we change the dream of the planet? Can we change our way? Can we shift from these poisonous circles?